candid camera.
Oh my gosh, I'm a celebrity.
All right, I see Drew, I see James, I see Jaden. All right. I'm just gonna make sure I have sound. I'm all paranoid now. Oh yeah. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's not. Well, no. We're undefeated, so. All right, let's see if others work. Bryson, you want to try? Yeah. Oh, wait, try now. Uh-oh. Colson, you want to try? Okay, great.
That's because there's no cord connecting Colson and Megan. So one of you didn't set up a cord.
Megan have a cord, but
Megan's cord's going to Bryson.
okay, gotcha.
And Bryson's cord is going to Megan.
You need a right into Colson cord. Yeah, you guys have perfect.
Perhaps they can.
Perfect. We're waiting for you.
Maybe that was a strategy of the green team to not connect Bryson and Megan.
No, that's my fault. That's all my fault. Well, you did have fine Colson. Working on it. It was a good strategy. It was a good strategy. It's almost going to come. You were a help. There we go. Yay! All right, we're in progress here. Okie dokie. Smokey, news update. We have one team that's not here. It's the third time. They're undefeated, so they will be playing next. What day do you guys go? Yep. So next Tuesday, Pod D will be playing one of you guys. So if Pod F wins today, we will have a tie between both of you. So what we'll do is we'll go through and take all of your total points for each one of your matches, add them all up, and then whoever has the most points, that's the team that will play against. Okay. So it is important to get as many points as you can today, no matter how you win or lose. And then if this tie over here wins, then you guys would play tie D on Tuesday. Okay? So it'll be a fun little friendly match today. And then after that, the season is over. Everything else that following week or next week is pretty much for the 8th graders. It's their last season. So all that will be for them. Besides next Tuesday. Okay? Questions on that? No? All right. We'll send out an email to let everybody know kind of how the season ended. Okay? All right, then. Let's get to our process. Our first toss-up is Miscellaneous Sports. Its results are commonly listed on European websites under the equivalent of the English heading athletics. Name this type of Olympic sport. Athletes jump or throw heavy objects inside a large oval area, while other athletes are using the oval itself for sprinting or running long distances. Colson, track is correct. All right, next toss-up is language arts grammar. It describes a verb form that ends in the letters ing, but can be used as a noun, such as running or playing. Give this 6-letter grammatical term starting with G. Bryson, what do you say, sorry? Boxing, no. Maybe one. It's a gerund. G-E-R-U-N-D. Gerund. Yeah. Normally in the normal season, we would have had like Wednesday study days. That's something we would have taught you guys, but not this year. So next year. Concept 3, fine arts music. In chamber music, a string quartet contains a viola, a cello, and 2 of what other instrument that is played by the orchestra's concert master? Colson. I'll take it. Just violin. Just violin. It said what other instrument? All right, concept 4 is science, life science. It appeared in 1346 AD and stayed in Europe for 6 years, killing 1 of every 3 people on the continent. Name this malicious and still fatal disease caused by bites from infected fleas carried on the back of rats. Okay. Not rabies. It is the Black Plague, the Black Death, or the bubonic plague. Yes. All right, concept 5 is a 30-second question. And this is mathematics, general math. Prizes in a race will be given to the first 7 finishers. In lowest terms, if all 35 runners are equally skilled, what is the fractional probability that John will win 1 of the prizes? Darren? Incorrect. Bryson? 3 times 6. No, 1 out of 5. You had to divide 7 and 35.
That's what I divided it, but I didn't know, like, if I took 35.
Yeah. All right, social studies history is the next concept. First, marked in the 1760s, it now lies partly along the line where Maryland State Highway 116 becomes Pennsylvania State Highway 140. Identify this line historically separating the northern U.S. from the southern U.S. that is named for the 2 British men who surveyed it. It is the Mason-Dixon line. No? All right, class of 7 is language arts literature. Ugh. Okay. His stories are usually set in the Idaville neighborhood where he lives, near his friend Sally Kimball, who often helps him solve a case. Name this fictional detective created by Donald Sobol, whose cases usually involve wrongdoing by Bugs Means. All right, it is Brown, because it's Encyclopedia Brown. You've heard of those? Pretty old stories. Concept 8 is social studies geography. This state, Pawnee National Grassland, is just south of its borders with Wyoming and Nebraska. Name this western state whose very expensive houses can be found in ski towns like Telluride, Steamboat Springs, Vail, and Aspen. Bryson.
California?
Incorrect. Darren? No, Colorado. Aspen, Colorado, where you can go skiing.
I've never gone skiing, but I've loved skiing.
Okay, Bryson. Concept 9 is science, physical science. Star Stardust, Deep Space One, and Rosetta are among the spacecraft that have been launched to study what astronomical phenomenon, whose examples include ENCKE, Kohoutek, Hale-Bopp, and Halley. Halley. What's for that one? Oh, I bet you guys know it. Comet. Halley's Comet, Hale-Bopp Comet. Probably not the other two. I don't know. All right, another 30-second question. We're ready? I didn't ask at the beginning. Everybody does have a pencil? Reagan, we have pencils in here. There you go. Yep. All right, this is math. It's a general math question. As a fraction, what is the result when 4 to the third is divided by 3 to the fourth? Drew? I would at least write something. That's okay. Olson? 1. No, it was 64 over 81. So I just have to be like 4 times 4 times 4, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, and that would be your fraction. All right. Concept is science health. I get it. All right, science health. Though native to Asia, more than half of its annual crop is produced in the United States. Identify this plant, considered the highest value crop in America, that produces the majority of fats and oils eaten in America today. True. Not corn. Reagan. You say wheat? Incorrect. It was soybean. All right, we have a language arts spelling question. A small dictionary at the back of your textbook might be called a glossary. Spell glossary. Reagan. Glossary. That is correct. All right. Class up 13 is social studies current events from 2018, but you can get it from the question, I think. In July 2018, its quarterly earnings report that misestimated earnings by just 2 cents a share and estimated revenue by just 1% caused a stock sell-off at 20% of its value in one day. Name this social media company whose unexpected bad news resulted in a $17 billion loss for Mark Zuckerberg. Olson. Facebook is correct. I thought you'd get it with Mark Zuckerberg. So. I didn't. All right, toss up juice. 14 is math, geometry, another 30-second question. I guess it's probably the last one. All right, give the measure of the third angle of a triangle whose other 2 angles are 42 degrees and 109 degrees. Bryson. 107 degrees. Incorrect. Jaron? Ooh, close. 29 degrees. So you would add 109 plus 42 to get 151, and then you subtract that from 180. You have your 180 degrees tonight. 29. All right, toss-up 15 is social studies, civics. Oh, you okay, Bryson? Okay, sorry. Social studies, civics is toss-up 15. In some U.S. states, ideas for changing the state constitution end up on an election ballot because of the legislature's unwillingness or inability to make the change themselves. Give the 9-letter word for a change to either a state constitution or to the U.S. Constitution, which has been thus changed 27 times. Bryson? Incorrect. It's an amendment. The 27th Amendment. Mom has a bunch of posters up. All right, toss-up 16 is miscellaneous popular culture. I'll probably skip that one. This is from 2018. We'll add one of the other extras. All right, so the next toss-up is science, earth science. Her daughter Eve died in 2007 at age 102. Still the only member of her family never to win a Nobel Prize. Name this physicist whose daughter Irene won a Nobel in 1935, 32 years after she shared her first Nobel with her husband Pierre. James. Curry is correct. Marie Curie. Very good. That's pretty cool about that family. I did not know that. All right, tossed up is fine arts, art. He received a case of cornflakes after he suggested to Kellogg's that they put their wax paper inside the box of cereal and not on the outside. Name this American artist whose animal action toys were a precursor to his more famous mobiles. Colson.
Ross.
Incorrect. Hey, I like guessing an artist's last name. Calder. Alexander Calder. Art's always a hard one. All right, class of language arts vocabulary. Fill in the blank to complete an analogy. Denotation is to the dictionary definition of a word, as blank is to the suggested meaning of a word. Bryson?
Indiction.
Incorrect. 3, 2, 1. Sixth graders. Connotation. Denotation and connotation.
Oh.
All right. Oh, no, we have another 30-second question. This is mathematics algebra. Listen to your equation. If y equals 2x minus 5, give the value of y when x is 4. Bryson.
Q.
Incorrect. Drew. 3 is correct. I was just thinking, I haven't got a score update in a while. It is 40-20. All right, coastal. Toss up social studies, history. Mostly covered during the brutal winter of 1839, it killed nearly 4,000 Cherokee Indians before it ended in Oklahoma. Give the 3-word name for this terribly sad journey of Indians from Georgia. It was the Trail of Tears. Oh, I thought you might have heard that. Okay, totally lied. Another 30-second question. Crazy. All right, it is general math this time. How many digits repeat over and over when the fraction 6/11 is converted to a decimal? Bryson.
5 times.
Incorrect. I apparently don't know how to do this one, so I just tried doing it and I didn't get the answer. 2. It's 0.54545454. It just keeps repeating. That's not what I got. Also, math is not my forte. All right, language arts, literature. You might be able to. Its title character is a girl who leaves boarding school to become the governess for a French girl named Adele. Name this novel by Charlotte Bronte, where the title character eventually marries Adele's guardian, Mr. Rochester. It is Jane Eyre. All right, toss up. Is science physical science? Its blue color comes from the methane in its atmosphere. Name this planet with a bright area called Scooter and a northern great dark spot. James. Neptune is correct. All right, we have one more toss up. Let me find the extra one here. There we go. All right, it is fine arts music. Give the term for 3 or more musical tones sounded simultaneously, whose examples include A minor and D major. Colson.
Bass class.
Incorrect. It's a chord. Like when you hold 2 down together, chord. All right. Need to stand up and stretch for a short little break. It's 40:30. The barn burner.
I can't do much. No, I actually can. You don't have any clothes on. I'm sure you said that. I forgot. Don't go up to your steps. It's going to go bigger. No, it's tiny. You're going to record.
All right, we ready?
No.
All right, just seeing if we go with these. All right, 40 to 30. Here we go with our bonuses. So we have lots of time still. Okay. Science, 4 parts in earth science. You're going to give the astronomy term. All right. Part 1, a large system of stars, like the Milky Way, that is held together by gravitational attraction. James, a galaxy is correct. All right, next part is a huge cloud of dust and gases in space. Colson, nebula is correct.
I do not need to start the timers here. All right, part 3, the outermost part of sun's atmosphere. It is the corona.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, people. All right. Part 4. This term describes the moon as it begins to look smaller and smaller to observers on Earth. Bryson.
Microscope.
Incorrect. It is waning, waxing and waning. Okay, I'm pretty sure Mr. Lindsley taught that to you. All right, second bonus. I don't know. I debated getting rid of this one, but we'll give it a shot. It is language arts, 4 parts in literature. You're going to identify characters associated with Robin Hood. We'll give it a shot. Part 1. Some say this young, colorful merry man was happy. Others say he had a dark side and committed several murders. Bryson.
Red Riding Hood.
Incorrect. I am glad that you took the color. That was the hint. Colorful. It was Scarlet, though, is his last name. Will Scarlet. Another shade of red. Part 2. The name of Robin Hood as a nobleman. Right. Incorrect. His name was Robert, or Robin, Laxley, nobleman name, who was the wife or companion of Robin Hood. Oh, I thought this one might be. It was Maid Marian. Okay.
I've watched this movie and so.
All right, last one of this part, might as well. The king who was forced to sign the Magna Carta in 1215. It was King John. All right, moving on from that. Sorry about that one. Mathematics, 4 parts in algebra. You're going to need to know this equation. 2x minus 7y equals 14. Okay, here's your 4 parts. What shape is its graph? Bryson.
Square.
Incorrect. 3, 2. Drew? No, kind of a trick question. It's a straight line. Not really sure that's shape.
It's not a shape.
It's a straight line. A line is a line.
All right, here's some numbers for you. What is x when y is 0? Drew? 7 is correct. You have to plug it in.
That was
All right, part 3. What is y when x is 0? Oop. Drew? Incorrect. Reagan? I guess. Incorrect. Yeah, guys might as well guess if you buzz in. -2.
Negative.
Yep.
I was about to say negative 2, but he said 2. I knew it would have to be bigger.
All right. Last part. What is x when y is 4? Bryson,
14.
incorrect. Aaron?
11.
21 is the correct answer. Alright. Next part is miscellaneous 4 parts in physical fitness. Ah, this is fun. Name these games that use a racket. Alright. Part 1. Oh, hang on, use 10 seconds. Part 1. A professional player's serve in this sport may reach more than 100 miles per hour. James. Tennis is correct. 50-60. Don't worry about it. Just keep doing your best. You got a lot of time. Part 2. Players can hit a 2-ball serve to make the ball harder to return. Players can hit a 2-ball serve to make the ball harder to return. Drew. Incorrect. Reagan. No, we guessed racquetball. Sorry, in here it said serve to mail the ball. All right, part 3. Use a wooden paddle to hit a wiffle ball over a net. Karen. Reagan. No, pickleball. Sorry, buddy, you only get 3 seconds. Pickleball. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do. They have pickleball. People don't hit a ball over a net, but a shuttlecock or birdie. Olsen. Badminton. Yep. All right. Sorry, science health next. All right, listen to the clue. These health conditions all start with D, as in dog. All right. When your blood sugar level is too high. Colson. Diabetes is correct. Part 2. This condition results from having an extra copy of chromosome 21. Drew. That is correct. Down syndrome. Part 3. You feel lightheaded and may lose your balance. Sharon. Dizzy. It sure is. And then have a condition. I think it's where you just get it kind of sitting down. Like you get lightheaded and pass out. I did that. All right, last one, starting with a B. Treatment that cleans your blood if your kidneys can't do it. Bryson. Drainage? Incorrect. Okay. It is dialysis.
I had that for my second guess.
Oh, this is weird.
Because my aunt had something wrong with her kidney. So.
All right. Next section. Trying to stay around here. Language arts, 4 parts of vocabulary. This time you are identifying a proper noun that begins with red. Red. It needs to be in the word. Red. Beginning. All right, part 1. An international organization formed to help reduce human suffering. Colson. Red Cross is correct. Part 2. Oh. I need pronunciation. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Manfred von Richthofen, Germany's most successful World War I flying ace. James, Red Baron. Good. Did I okay on the pronunciation? You would never even know. All right, part 3. Type of tree or shrub that displays deep rose or white flowers in spring. Bryson.
Red roses.
Incorrect. Drew?
Red rose bush.
No, just a red bud. The type of tree, but good guesses. You guys are on the right track. All right, part 4. A body of water between Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. Reagan. The Red Sea. That is correct.
What's the score?
90-90.
Yeah, 90 to 90?
90-90. I told you it worked. Right. All right, the next one is social studies, 4 parts in history. You are going to tell me the American frontiersmen. You'll know a couple, I think. Part 1. He blazed the wilderness road through the Cumberland Gap and into Kentucky. Yes, a frontiersman. Boone, as in Daniel Boone. Oh, really? Oh, no. If you don't know Daniel Boone, we're not going to know any of that. So, we're moving on.
Okay. Yay.
That's funny. All right. Do we know mean, median, and mode?
What?
Okay. Mean, median, and mode?
No.
For math?
No.
Okay.
We don't even know how you do it.
We don't use it. Five parts, 4 parts in music. Answer these about musical instruments. This woodwind instrument can be soprano, alto, tenor, baritone. True? Saxophone is correct. Part 2. This device is placed in the bell of a brass instrument to soften its sound. True? Incorrect. I don't know. It could be on what it says here. Colson. No, a mute? Okay. How many sections does an oboe have? Bryson? Yes, but only say your answer, okay? 3 is correct. Yes. All right. Part 4. Name the small metal bars across the fingerboard of a guitar. Bryson? Incorrect. Aaron? They're called frets. F-R-E-T-S. Yes? All right, this I know you have been taught. Whether you can do it in 20 seconds, we'll find out. All right, mathematics, 4 parts in geometry. You have a rectangle. The rectangle is 9 inches wide, and it is 12 inches long. Part 1, what is its perimeter? Colson. Incorrect. Darren. More specific. Nope, inches, 42 inches. Good try. Now you know for the other questions. All right, part 2. What is the area? Darren. Be more specific. Okay, sorry. Bryson? No, 108 square inches. For area, you have to have square. That's all right. All right, part 3. What is the length of its diagonal? Colson. Incorrect. 3. 1. 15 inches. I don't know how to find the diagonal. Well, it's from one corner to the other, but how do you figure it out? I'm guessing you do something to this in line. I'd be like, okay. That's for another day. All right, part 4. I'm going to give you 30. Give the new area if the length and the width are both doubled. Colson? Incorrect. Darren? Correct. Where's the square inches? Good job. 432 square inches. You would double 12 and 12 and double 9 and 9. And then square inches area. 432 square inches. Ready? We are doing science 4 parts in life science. You have to give the term for a female, and I'll tell you an animal. You guys want me the female. Okay? Part 1, lion. Darren? Incorrect. Three, 2, 1. I didn't start my timer, so I probably know it. Lioness. Lion. I'll start my timer. Part 2, of course. Darren. Incorrect. It was a mare or a filly. You probably heard of filly. All right. Part 3, an elephant. Take offense to this one. A cow. Logically here, I guess. All right, last part, a chicken. Reagan. 10.
Right again. 4.
110, 110. All right. There you go. See, that's what you do. You have to plan ahead what might come up. All right, we have language arts, 4 parts in spelling. You are going to spell the names of these major U.S. cities. I'll give you a city. You tell me how to spell it. I'm also going to give you the state, so be careful. You tell me the city. Part 1, Tucson, Arizona. Colson?
Tusan.
Incorrect. Drew?
Tuson.
Close. Tucson. All right, part 2. Raleigh, North Carolina. Jaron?
Olley.
Incorrect. Reagan?
Rollie.
It is Raleigh. Yeah, named after his last name. Part 3, might know this one. Honolulu, Hawaii. Reagan? That is correct. Yep. It was Honoulu. All right, last one. Yeast. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Bryson?
Alberka.
Incorrect. Not even attention, boys. All right. Albuquerque. All right. Sticking with geography, moving away from the U.S., now we are going to answer these about world geography. All right, part 1. This is the largest continent by both area and population. James? Asia is correct. All right, part 2. This ocean separates that continent from North America. Sharon? Pacific Ocean. Don't worry about the score. Have fun. All right, part 3. This is the world's largest island that is not a continent. Right then.
Alaska.
Incorrect. Drew? Greenland is correct. And part 4. This mountain range contains the Matterhorn. James? Incorrect. Wilson? Oh, good guesses. It's the Alps. Like the Alps. No. I don't think we need to do percentages, right?
Yes.
Let me ask you if you could get a percentage increase, though.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't.
I do.
I don't think so. Skipping it. Oh, you'll be happy because this is miscellaneous 4 parts and movies.
Come on,
All right. Name these Pixar films from their starring characters. If the film has 1 or more sequels, name the original film. Okay. Part 1. Mike, Sully, and Reagan. Monsters, Inc. The other one was Blue. Oh, hang on. Not sure. Sorry. That wasn't a clue. Part And Mr. Reagan, up is correct. Mr. Frederickson was the other one.
Reagan, that's your Pixar movie. I did.
Part 3, Lightning McQueen and Colson. Cars. Part 4, Raleigh, Linguini. James. Yes, correct. I already did too. We're gonna do 4 parts in physical sciences next. Yep, it is. So maybe our last category, I don't know, I have to do another one. Okay, here's your clue. You are given 5 letters, or you have to give me the 5-letter physical science term. Okay? Oops, let me get my timer back. All right, part 1, a tool whose name is an acronym and uses stimulated emission of radiation. Right then.
Wave?
No, it's a laser. Laser.
I was trying to think.
We don't have time to give a story, okay? We gotta get some more points here. Part 2, a wound up inclined plane. Wilson, not a ram. Darren, it's a screw. Screw. Part 3, a unit that measures the frequency of a wave. Drew, I think you did this in a presentation. Hertz. Hertz, like you're measuring the radio waves and stuff. Hertz. Oh well. Part 4, 1 Newton meter. It's also a unit. Bryson.
Millimeter?
Incorrect. It's a joule. We have, yep, we've talked about joules. Newton meter. All right, moving on to the next category. Social studies, 4 parts. In history, you need to identify people or places associated with the Civil War. Part 1. This 1863 battle is considered the high water mark of the Confederacy. Right then.
Revolutionary War?
Incorrect. Darren? That's correct. All right, part 2. It was the first state to secede from the Union. Oh. Who is that? Reagan. Not Virginia. Drew? Not Massachusetts. It was South Carolina. All right, this person instigated a slave rebellion in Bryson.
Abraham Lincoln.
Incorrect. He instigated a slave rebellion in 1859. It is Brown, John Brown. All right, part 4, the period from 1865 to 1877 when the U.S. was put back together. Reagan. Incorrect. It is Reconstruction. I'm gonna do one more.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the last one here. It's the 4 parts of literature. That's gonna be brutal. I don't even know if you would know these. All right, last category. I mean, for real. Language arts, 4 parts in literature. You're going to name the country where most of the action in these novels took place. Part 1, The Diary of Anne Frank. Bryson.
Canada.
Incorrect. Drew?
One.
Oh, you're really close. Netherlands or Holland? You're in that right area. All right, part 2, Ricky Tikki Tavi. Bryson.
Europe.
Incorrect. It was India. Part 3, The Secret of the Andes. Drew? Incorrect. Reagan?
United States.
Incorrect. It was Peru. Last question. Okay, ready? Crispin, the cross of lead, lead, L-E-A-D. Cross of lead.
Justin.
Preston,
Mexico.
incorrect. It is England. England. You guys, that was so good. Good job. 150 to 160. Good job. Hey, you know what? Whether you're playing in the finals or not, I hope you guys do come back out again next year. We're really hoping to have a normal season, play against other schools. It'll be really fun. And you guys can talk to each other during these bonus questions. It's a lot of fun. So hope to see everybody out next season. All right. That was good, guys.
Why did you have Matthew that last season? Right.
Well, I did do another one or two categories.
They were hard, Jen. I tried. I think that's what we're closing kind of got it right. I'm just saying that it was my favorite.
Oh.
I'm just saying, in the beginning, you guys played that.
Yeah, that's true. It started off really strong.